Happy afternoon, everyone. Kindly wait for few more minutes. Let's others also join. A very good afternoon to everyone who has joined us in this virtual gathering. I hope you have a great day ahead. To make it more delightful, let's kick off today's webinar on innovative techniques for flood and drought mitigation organized by Department of Civil Engineering under KSRCT-IIC. It's a gratifying welcome we bring to you on this pleasant afternoon. Hope you will have a great day ahead. To start this auspicious occasion, I would like to call upon Ms. R. Soumya from the Department of Civil Engineering, KSRCT, to welcome the gathering.
Be a part of solution, not a part of pollution. It's our pleasure to start this movement by heartily welcome late Lion Dr. K. Rangasamy, MJF, founder of KSR Educational Institutions, Sri R. Srinivasan, Chairman of KSR Educational Institution, Dr. K. Tyagaraja, CEO of KSR Educational Institution, in their absence here, and Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal KSRCT. We welcome you all today's webinar. I heartily welcome our today's chief guest, Dr.G.Venkatesan, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Saveetha Engineering College, Chennai, who is here to deliver to talk on the topic Innovative and Technique for Flood Drought Mitigation. Now I extend a warm welcome to our President, Vice President, Convener of IIC, Student Coordinator of IIC, and other CARE members. I extend my salutation to faculty members and other participants. Dream come true when desire transform into action. Once again here I welcome you all to the webinar on innovative technique for flood and drought mitigation. Thank you everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Soumya. When you have a dream, you have got to grab it and never let go. With this inspiring quote, let me take this opportunity to invite Ms. T. Ritiga, student member of KSRCT IIC, to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. G. Venkatesan, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Saveetha Engineering College, Chennai, to the audience.
A delightful afternoon to everyone present here. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. I'm so glad in welcoming our today's chief guest, Dr. G. Venkatesan, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Saveetha Engineering College, Chennai. Coming to his studies, our resource person has completed his bachelor's degree in Computer Science and Engineering at Anna University, Chennai. Completed his master's in remote sensing. After completing his master's, he has completed his PhD with the discipline of environmental engineering with the geospatial techniques at CEG, Anna University, Chennai. He started his career as assistant professor at Tech High Tech Dr. Rangarajan and Dr. Saguntala Engineering College. Now, he is currently working as an assistant professor at Saveetha Engineering College, Chennai. He is working as MBA and NAC coordinator for Civil Engineering Department, and he organized different kind of workshop, conferences, and seminars. He is a member in Institute of Engineers India, Institute of Scholars, VD Goods Technology Factory, and International Society for Research and Development, and he performing R&D projects in Engineering College. He received a Best Researcher Award from International Scientist Awards to 2021 and Engineering and Young Achiever Award from Institute of Scholars. We are overwhelmed to have you here at our event, sir. I hope that we are able to seek guidance and invite something from your experience. It is an honor and a privilege for us to have you with us today. We are thankful to have you here for making your presence despite your busy schedules. On behalf of IIC, we wish all your attempts would result in great success, sir.
Are you able to watch my screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Venila, ma'am, for inviting me for this wonderful session about giving opportunity for innovation technique in the current trend of our engineers domain. And one ma'am gave a brief introduction about me, so I feel very
Sir, excuse
happy.
me, sir. Your slide. Have you posted your slides, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
But slide is not visible, sir.
Okay. Now, ma'am, my slide.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Thank
But
you.
put it in the full screen mode, sir.
Yeah, change it. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Now, are you able to watch my screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. So, sorry for the break. Okay, so thanks for Vanilla, ma'am, for inviting me for this session. And all of you are who are introduced about me, the things, all those things. I feel very happy. The happy session. So, shall we start the topic of today webinar? So, the topic of today webinar, we are going to discuss about the innovative techniques for flood and drought mitigation. So, first of all, we should know what is meant by innovative technology in the engineering trend, how the trends are used to us to solve our real-time problem in the earth. The things we have to analyze very critical scenario now. Why? Because the engineers play a vital role in our country. So see, so can anyone tell in our topic I mentioned that flood and drought, no? So when our country are faced the flood last 10 years or last 20 years back or last 5 years back, can anyone unmute your mic and please tell me when our state or our country faced this kind of challenges? Are you able to hear me? மேம் நான் பேசுறது கேக்குதுங்களா?
கேக்குதுங்க சார்.
ஓகே, தேங்க் யூ. So see, so 6 years back, our okay, we faced challenges for the flood. Even last 2 years back also, even Kerala faced challenges due to only for the flood. But here we have the precipitation and the rainfall commonly in north southeast monsoon in our country. But we have faced a lot of challenges for drinking water in the month of April and May. So what is the problem behind that one? How the drop water.
Sir, your
So
slide is
this
not
we are going to
changing, sir.
discuss initially.
Sir,
Ma'am,
excuse me. Your slide is not changing, or else you are in the first slide itself, sir.
not changed, ma'am. Not changed. Not changed.
Okay, sir.
Time. So mitigation process. Okay. So how we can control that flood and how we can eliminate the drop. Okay. The things we are going to deal the mitigation process now. So the innovation techniques. Okay. So I basically am an engineer. In my approach, how we are going to detect and how we can control the things through the GS we are going to deal right now. So see the objectives. Okay. So the objectives of the webinar today we are going to deal about. Ma'am, if தெரியுதுங்களா slide மாறி change ஆக தெரியுதா?
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Thank you. So the objectives of this presentation is to showcase how the geographical information system. Okay. So nowadays the GIS play a vital role in the engineering trend. So how the geographical information system can be used as an effective tool to mitigate the impact of under drought. So the presentation will discuss some of the common measures that can be used for flood and drought management and how GIS can be used to enhance the effectiveness of these measures. So as the engineer, we have to balance, we have to control the flood as well as we have to eliminate the drought. So it will be balance of we have to maintain the water resources in the atmosphere. So we are going to cover flood mitigation, measures, GIS and flood management, GIS and drought management, water resources mapping system. Okay, so why? Because now before going to affect the flood, we have to clearly avoid the society and the things future. So based on that, they can be our and they can make some changes for living their flexibility. So then drought monitoring and flood simulation. And based on that, we are going to deal what are happen in the country, how the case study are performed through flood management and drought management, the things we are going to do. So finally, the benefit of GIS in flood and drought management. So the conclusion. So see the picture. Okay. So flood mitigation measures. So the left side and right side, the pictures very sure clearly. So the water accumulated all the places. So the common people can face a lot of challenges. Even till now, also in 2023, also the lot of people are affected through a flood. Why? Because the precipitation level we cannot expect based on the past history. Why? Because climate climate. So how we can mitigate? Okay. So first we take the measure based on the measurement, the past history. We have to going to deal about the mitigation process. So can cause significant damages properties and human lives. So, people can reform the day to day and how much challenges they need to face. Okay, so some flood mitigation measures include structural measures such as the dam, leaves, and then flood walls. Land use regulation, early warning system, and evacuation plans. So the same thing we are going to deal about the drought. So see, the drought mitigation measures, the drought can cause water scarcity and impact agriculture, leading to food scarcity. So can take the drought in way of social, logical of form. Based on that, the water scarcity, the water scarcity play a vital role for the drought. Automatically, the water will be reduced for the water table content. Na? So for drinking and agriculture will be damaged. So meanwhile, the agriculture field also affected. If the agricultural field are down in our country, now we know very well the backbone of our country is agriculture field. Automatically, our society will face the challenge through one drop. Automatically, it is society dropped. So, like us, N dropped are available even in our country because so we know very well. Once upon a time in our country, is a developing countries. Other country in that time, our country is undeveloping countries. Okay, see the plays the vital role in the social economic development program also. So the drought can cause us water scarcity and impact the agriculture, leading to food scarcity also. Common drought measures including water conservation, water harvest right through the rainwater desalination process, crop
Sir, screen is not visible, sir, properly.
how the flood management drought management deal
Sir,
through the GIS.
sir, excuse me, the screen is not visible, sir.
Ma'am?
Screen is not visible properly, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, ma'am. Now are able to visit, ma'am?
Yeah. Now, sir. Okay. Okay.
So, this can actually till now we are deal about the common problem about flood and drought. Okay, so how the GIS deal in this area through the software things. Okay, our area program we are going to deal right now. So see, the GIS can play a crucial role in flood management. So by providing an accurate mapping flood prone area. So fast experience we can get which area is affected the flood. So the flood prone area we can identify. So based on that identification, give the suggestion to the people. So it can identification of health risk area, which can be used to develop appropriate flood mitigation measures. So this can also be used to monitor flood events, provide yearly warning system, and track the effectiveness of mitigation measures too. So how the GIS are play in the drought management? So GIS can assist in drought management by providing accurate mapping of water resources and water demand. So where we have to artificially need to pass the water from that area easily through the process. So it can be used to develop drought management and so they can also in monitoring water implement water and predicting future water demand also. So what is the demand in the society for, in the future? The GS we can find. So in this aspect, we can pause the society in the agriculture field. So it will be increased. So the thing we have to find where the risk are occur. Okay. So see the risk and the drought risk we are going to analysis through the GIS. So see the flood mapping. Okay, so GIS can be used to map flood prone area and identify areas that are vulnerable to flooding. So the mapping can be used to create risk assessment and develop appropriate measures. Left side of the pictures. Okay, so picture A, B, C, D. So the different kind of maps they are represented. Okay, so the depth basis. So the color indicator blue color 0 to 1. So up to 4 to 5 through the risk zone are occur. Okay, so see the depth from 0 to 1, 1 to 2. So depth 0 to 1, here the 0 to 1. So we're compared to the first picture to the last picture, we can identify where the flood depth are occur much. Okay, so resource mapping. Okay, so why we are going to deal about the water? We can identify suitable location for water reservoir or water location. Easily we can divert the water and we can reduce the drop. So we have to give much attention. We are eliminating the drop through the water resources. So we can identify the map to the GIS, very clearly shown. Things are okay, so where the rivers are going from one area to some other area. Based on that, and in addition to the precipitation level, how the groundwater level are maintained in this area. The things clearly shown through the legend process. So see from blue color to red color. The blue color indicator are high much of the water. So see the river starting places where it is the ending places. Okay. So the red color indicator like a low prone area, like the reduce of groundwater. So the GS can map water resources as a river, a lake, and a groundwater areas. So it will be automatically calculated through the statistical analysis. What is the quantity of water in this area? Also, we can find. So the mapping can help in identifying area water scarcity and assist in development of appropriate water conservation measures. So based on that, the risk we can given for the early warning system. So see the multi-criteria decision analysis through the databases. Okay, so GIS is a work. So the statistical analysis. So GIS is a set up computer-based system, and we can use the data, manage data, and based on the data, we can solve the real time. Okay, so
Sir, your screen is
information
not shared, sir.
and drainage and
Sir,
capacity of
excuse
this
me,
area.
your
It is
screen
depend
is
on
not
things we
shared,
have
sir.
to then
Screen
we
is
have
not shared, sir.
to flow from the drainage network density, reduce vulnerability. The things we have to find through the parameters. Okay, so we can take what is
Sir,
just
Venkatesan, sir,
and
your
this map.
screen is not
What is the
shared, sir.
existing that what happened and how the urbanization are maybe some how it will be happen. Things we can find and statement.
Excuse me, sir.
There is
Sir, your screen is not shared, sir. Screen is not shared.
no.
Madam, ma'am, I think that it is poor network, ma'am, from our side.
Now
Ma'am.
are you able to watch?
No, sir.
Ma'am.
Just
Now it's
Yeah. Now it is okay, sir. Now it is okay.
I think network issue.
Yeah.
Now are you able to watch?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I think network issue now. Please kindly consider.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. So see, the yearly warning system we are to going to deal through the GIS process. So the GIS can be used to develop a warning system for flood, both like a drought So the system can monitor weather pattern and water level, provide the real-time information on potential hazards too, and alter the authorities to take appropriate action. So, okay. So as the engineer, we can give the suggestion to them. So if this kind of problem or occur, so we can identify the solution and we have to go move from one area to some other area. So see from the decision maker, okay, so they need to take the action against the problem or our country. So see the multi criteria of the decision analysis. So based on the drainage network, okay, so we can find the distance from drainage to the area and drainage network density, okay, whether based on the quantity of water the density will be increased or decreased. So then through the satellite images, okay, so the survey of India we can get the topo sheets. From there also we can find the land use process and the geological formation. So the geology is nothing but what is exactly rock classification or occur. Why? Because we know the soils are formed geological formation like a rock, and the soil having the moisture content like infiltration rate and what is the evaporation rate. That things we can calculate it. All those things are reflected to us. We can reclassify, and we can find the weight determination and plus the risk index, and we can finally give the validation process also whether our process is good or not. That means it is applicable or not. Proceed the drought monitoring. Through the GS can be used to monitor drought, the condition by mapping of rainfall, temperature, and other climate related data. Okay, so it is full and full only the precipitation based data we can find in the drought monitoring. Then the mapping can help in identifying area with water stress and develop appropriate drought management plan. So whereas the flood simulation, so the GIS can be used to simulate flood and assess their potential impact on the environment and the infrastructures. So the simulation can help in developing appropriate flood mitigation, improve the disaster preparedness. So see the pictures. Okay, so these are raster images. Through the raster images, we can find the flood prone area. So here, so see through this map, okay, so we can find where the exact location or drop or occur and which kind of drop or occur in due to what reason the drop will be occur. The things so already are occur in the case study one for the flood management. So the city of New Orleans used JS to develop a flood management plan after the hurricane in the country. So the plan including mapping flood-prone area, developing an early warning system, and improving the infrastructure to withstand a flooding area. Whereas in the drought management, the state of California to GIS to develop a drought management plan during the year of 2012 to 2016 drought. So the plan including mapping water resources, identifying area with water scarcity, and this also will be implementing water measures and monitoring water usage. So from the left side, the water management. Okay, so we have to divert the water where the flexible area to us, then we can reduce the intensity of water like a frequency as well as the velocity of the water. Then we have to make some diversion of the area as well as we have to give some space to store. Okay, so artificially have to make the reservoir in mid of the river, and we have to maintain the quantity of water, and we have to flush the water frequently from the particular area. The things we have to manage. Whereas where the drop are play from here, no, so here the water resources we have to maintain. So artificially we have to make reservoir, from that storage of capacity will be reduced means we have to reduce the flush from the area. So likewise, the balancing of water in the society is much essential in nowadays. Why? Because we cannot predict the climate condition when the precipitation occur. So we know very well we have four different kind of seasons are occur in our country. So non-monsoon season and monsoon season, pre-monsoon season and post-monsoon season. Okay. So whereas we can take from Jan to February say post-monsoon season, and March, April, May is a pre-monsoon season. From there, that sorry, non-monsoon season. From there, we cannot expect much of the precipitation. Whereas from June to December, we have two different kind of monsoon season. From June, July, August, September is the southwest monsoon season, whereas October, November is northwest monsoon season. So we can expect that much of the precipitation in our country from only the northeast monsoon season. So that time we have to save some precaution. So we have to equally distribute our water from the flood will be avoided. Automatically, the drought will be eliminated entire country. So our farmer Abdul Kalam sir also mentioned like the interlinking of rivers project to play a vital role in our country. Okay, so but still now it is not better, but once we get approval from the linking of river in all the places of our country, na, easily the flood will be diverted, controlled, and we can take the mitigation through the JS process, as well as we can eliminate the drought prone areas also. Okay, so the balancing of the water is main task for this webinar. So through the JS we can take the mapping and we can give the awareness to the society and we can save the people. So the benefit of GIS in the flood and drought management. So the GIS offers several benefits in flood and drought management. It provides a comprehensive understanding of the environment and infrastructure, assist in developing effective mitigation measures. So and enhance the decision making, and the environment impact assessment also play a vital role. From there also the need to take the decision making, and GIS also helping monitoring and evaluating effectiveness of mitigation. So the improving the disaster preparedness and reducing the impact of flood and drought. Actually, I need to think the GIS, the disaster like a flood and a drought cannot not only it will be identified, even the landslide, tsunami, and all the maximum the real time disaster through the JS we can predict. Okay, so that is the innovation technique today we are deal. Okay, so the conclusion of the topic. Okay, so in conclusion, the JS offer an effective approaches to mitigate the impact of flood and drought. The technology provide accurate mapping and monitoring of environmental and infrastructures condition, enabling the development. Okay, so of effective mitigation measures. So this also assists in improper disaster preparedness and reducing the impact of flood and drought on human lives and properties. So see there are some of the pictures in the right side. Okay, so the storage area and how the water are diverted from the river to the coastal zone, how the coastal zone are desalinated the process, and which area is affected the maximum of the flood, and what is the range of the things are occur, and how we are going to divert the water now, how the buffer will be formed from the location, and how the water will be utilized properly. That's the present very easiest way through the JS process. Okay, so if you need any clarification regarding in this now, you can ask right. If you need any clarification, if my class some problem, you can text in the chat box. Any queries for?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
Okay, sir, which are the satellite images you have utilized, sir, for GIS mapping, and what is the methodology you have adopted, and how we have given the weightages for
Ah,
each factor?
okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for asking the question. So see, we can take for satellite images is okay. So the one are released a number of satellite images to us for student freely version. Okay. So even the lands that is play a vital role to us in our country. Okay. So we can take that one, and Q chart also we can take, and even you can take for the land satellite images. Na, it is more better to us. And one more thing, we have to make all the parameters in a weightage based. Okay. So like a geology, geomorphology, soil, slope, as well as for the lineament. Okay, so the lineament is nothing but the cracks are occur in the rocks. So likewise, all the parameter we have to take based on the weightage. What is the quantity of that area? It will be occupied. Okay, so before that, if we are going for identification of the flood, na, we have to make utilize properly the day wise rainfall data. Fast to take for the rainfall data means it will be for identification of the next year. Then weightage we have to provide based on occupancy and how the things. Okay, so climate condition and how the particular parameter like the geology, how the bedrocks are and what is the coverage of the area. Based on the ratio we have to give the weightage for that one. Then the software, the QGIS, we have to mingle to all to each together, and it will be give a reflection to us. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Sir, some you will be facing some difficulty in drought management because we can't predict
Yes,
the
ma'am.
drought. No, at least flood we can know that if the monsoon is good, we can expect the heavy rainfall, and according to that we can mitigate that. And how? What are the strategies can be adopted, sir, for drought management?
Okay, ma'am. Actually, in our country for draft, okay, so through the statistical analysis and take what is the cultivation process and what is the agricultural field challenges. Even we can find, okay, the government the quantity like a water table, how the water even we can take borewell from some area, okay, so some location we can face within 7 we can get the water, and some location we 1500 like the feet only we got the water. The differentiate from this area, the water quantity are one are occupied some as compared to some other location. So the table based on the deviation as well as the process in this area, so the things are reflected to us in the draft. So in our government, from our country also, the meteorological department, based on the weather condition and that climatical condition based, they are announced for the draft. And if we face challenges for the water scarcity means the full and full reflectors to us a draft, ma'am. Only the quantity of water play a vital role, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Students, have you got any clarification? You can ask.
So, and one more thing for the civil engineering students, please take utilize properly for the GA software for you are doing a project work also. We have a lot of vacancies, okay, so through the GA nowadays from German, China to us, okay. So if you have learned something for GIS, it is more better for your placement in all the stuff. If you have any queries or clarification, please ask me now. And at the end of the session, I will share one QA software and how to prepare those things through the video to our ma'am. If you need that one, you can get from ma'am also. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Students, do you have any queries now? You can chat in chat box also. I am ready to clarify.
Thank you so much for your awesome session, sir. It's time for the query session. Do participants have any queries? The resource person is available now to answer your queries.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Shall we wind up the session?
We hope that our audience has a clear vision and understanding of today's session. Thank you so much, sir, for making this session a wonderful event. Let's wind up this afternoon with a warm note of appreciation. It's time to propose a vote of thanks. I would like to call upon Ms. T. Ritiga from the Department of Civil Engineering at KSRCT. Propose a vote of thanks.
There is always light if only we were brave enough to see it, if only we were brave enough to be it. Today, I take the opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. On the behalf of KS Rangasamy College of Technology, Institutions Innovation Council, I would like to express my gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest Dr.G. Venkatesan, Assistant Professor SG, Department of Civil Engineering, Saveetha Engineering College, Chennai, for taking his precious time out and delivering a speech on the topic Innovative Techniques for Flood and Drought Mitigation. So, indeed, your words have inspired us. Today's webinar was full of knowledge and interesting things. It gave deep insights into the topic and also revealed some interesting facts. Thank you, sir, for sharing with us your words of wisdom. You took this event to a greater level. We will be looking forward to have more of your presence at future events. We thank you for being with us. It has remained a pronounced pleasure. I extend my sincere gratitude to our Vice Principal, Sri R. Srinivasan, and our CEO, Dr. K. Tyagaraja sir, in their absence here. A special mention to our respected Principal, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, for being our constant support. With a deep sense of appreciation, we thank our loving teachers for their untiring efforts. I would also like to thank the people who worked behind the scene to make this event happen. Our President, Vice President, and Convener of IIC, faculty coordinators, and student coordinators. Also, thank you to all the students present here for paying your attention and learning. The essence of roots is always tasted in the lost, and we believe that loss will be the best. I would like to thank all our students of IAC for working with us in making this event a memorable one for all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Ritika. Thank you all for your valuable time with us. Hope this session would have rewarded you with valuable take-home benefits. We request the coordinators to turn on their videos to capture the moment. Thank you all. The feedback link will be shared in the chat box. We request the students to fill out the feedback form. The meeting has officially ended now. Thank you all. This is Shishmita signing off MC Disk.